Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Wednesday morning to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today we are in episode 2 of our NBA 2K23 Road to the NBA Finals series, the Classic Teams Edition. And we are already in game 2 of the first round of Eastern Conference playoffs for the 12-13 Miami Heat. So last episode, we were at American Airlines Arena in the 305, which we still will be until next episode, because next episode, we will be heading our ways up to Toronto, Ontario, Canada for the next 2 games at the Air Canada Centre, which is, I think, now the Scotiabank Arena, from what I understand. So LeBron James put up 65 points last episode for the Miami Heat, and I'm expecting that he'll probably have at least 70 or more points by the end of this game. So without a further ado, we will show you the uniforms, and we'll see you guys at tip-off. Alright, so the Toronto Raptors are in fact wearing their same exact uniforms from last episode, the purple classic 1999 through 2003 road uniforms that have the word Toronto on it. And for the Miami Heat, they're going to be wearing their classic red alternates that they still use to this day, but it was a 2009 through 2017 exclusive. So without a further ado, we'll see you guys at tip-off. Alright, so it is tip-off time here in Miami, Florida. So the Toronto Raptors end up winning this tip-off. So Muggsy Bogues has possession of the basketball. So he is in fact going to pass it over to Antonio Davis. So Muggsy Bogues will pick up the assist. So now we got the LeBron James, the Akron, Ohio native. He is in fact going to knock down a 3 to start off the game here for the Heat. So the King number 6 is gonna play some defense here. So now Muggsy Bogues, it appears that I'm thinking he might pass it over to a teammate. So now he might just pass it over to VC, and VC gets a 3. So this is the first 3-pointer of the game for Toronto, and now Miami, they are going to do it from mid-range, and that's going to be an even 5-5 game. So Muggsy Bogues has possession of the basketball, so it looks like he's going to pass it over to Tracy McGrady, and then over to Charles Oakley, and then Vince Carter going to pass it over to Muggsy Bogues for another 3-pointer for Toronto. This is Muggsy Bogues' first one of the game. So now I am going to use King James himself, going to knock down a 3 from behind the arc. So it is evenly tied up 8-8. So I could see this game possibly being tied throughout most of the first quarter. I mean, the teams are scoring back-to-back, which is good because it's a very fast pacing game, basketball. So we're going to pass it over to Dwayne Wade, and I'm thinking Wade's going to actually get this layup in for 2 simple points in the paint, and he does. So now Muggsy Bogues has possession of it. He's going to pass it over to Charles Oakley, gets that one in, and it is now a 12-10 Toronto lead. So now we got LeBron James on the court. So now I'm going to lose the basketball unexpectedly, and they're going to pass it over to Tracy McGrady, and now McGrady's just going to get that one in, and Toronto, this is, I think, their biggest lead so far of this game, and we're going to pass it over to LeBron James, and that is going to be a fire 3 for the Miami Heat. So wasn't expecting Toronto to take this lead, but there's lots of game time left, so whatever we can score, we can get it in. And we take the timeout. Alright, so we are back from the break, and now we got Dwayne Wade on the court. We're going to, in fact, knock down a fire 3, and it's now 21-16 here in Miami, Florida. So now Muggsy Bogues, he's going to pass it over to Doug Christie, And Doug Christie actually gets that 3. So now I'm going to use some Juwan Howard. Going to pass it over to Wade. And there is a foul. It's on Vince Carter, by the way. It's a shooting foul. So this means that Dwayne Wade will go to the free throw line. And he will have at least an opportunity to add one more point for the Miami Heat. And of course, there's no shot clock left for this first quarter here in Miami, Florida. And Vince Carter, he's going to pass it over. And now we pick up the basketball. And I think we're just going to simply dunk it with Dwayne Wade. So I think LeBron James is only going to appear till next quarter. So 26-19 is the end of the first quarter score. Miami is up by 7 points. So that would be an equivalent to a touchdown in football, plus the extra point as well. All right, so now this is the beginning of the second quarter. 5 threes made for the Heat and 8 points in the paint. And LeBron James has 13 points already. Dwayne Wade had 12 points. I mean, he was almost unstoppable towards the end of last quarter, but now Antonio Davis just got that layup in significantly. So now I am just going to take a 3 with Ray Allen while I'm at it. I mean, he is the second all-time 3-point scorer in NBA history, and Steph Curry just overpassed his record November 23rd of 2021 when they played against the New York Knicks. The Warriors actually did win that game, by the way, and Ray Allen was actually in attendance that game. But now 34-23, Muggsy Bogues got possession of the basketball, and it looks like the Ray Allen, he has made a steal, and I'm going to pass it over to LeBron James. And why did I give that to Toronto? I did not mean to, but looks like Charles Oakley got possession of the basketball, and he's going to pass it over to Tracy McGrady. And now McGrady, he's going to pass it over to Oakley. He's going to pass it over to Vince Carter, and the Heat do take another timeout. All right, so it's now 34-25. I got Dwayne Wade on the court for the Heat so far in this one, and we get this one in for 2 points, and it's now 36-25. Hot start for him today, 14 points in all, and he is 6 for 6 in field goals. So now Muggsy Bogues, what is he going to do? Going to pass it over to Oakley, and Udonis Haslem, who recently retired after Miami lost to the Denver Nuggets in the NBA Finals just recently. And King James, he's going to take a 3 for the Miami Heat. And tell you the truth, he played his career best over in Miami. I mean, he did win 2 NBA Finals championships, and LeBron James just gets it in. So it's now 41-27, 18 points today. And Tracy McGrady, he's going to pass over to Muggsy Bogues, and then Vince Carter getting that one in. So I'm stunned to see that Toronto has not taken a timeout, and the first half isn't even over yet. So Vince Carter has a shooting foul. LeBron James goes to the free-throw line. He gets one in. Will he get another one in? Yes, he will in fact do so. So it's now 43-29. They're going to pass it over to Tracy McGrady, and now Antoine Williams, and then Joe Johnson gets that one in. So it's now 43-31. So I'm going to pass it over to LeBron James, and will James actually get that one in? Yes, he will. So it's now 45-31 here in Miami, Florida. So the Akron, Ohio native is just progressing. I mean, that's good that they haven't taken as much fouls, because more fouls would give Toronto more opportunities of the basketball. So now both teams have missed at least one field goal. Toronto, I think, has missed 3, and King James just makes his first dunk of the game here in the 3:05. So now Antoine Williams got possession. He's going to pass over to McGrady, and I think McGrady, he gets that one in, and it's now 47-36. And I'm going to pass it around to LeBron James. So LeBron James, he will fire this one from 3, and it's now 50-35. And Joe Johnson has possession. And there's only 14 seconds left. So now Joe Johnson, he's going to actually get this one in for 2. So it's now going to be 50-37. Actually make that 52-37 because there's only 0.7 seconds left. And they're not going to have as much time to score. And it is halftime here at the American Airlines Arena in Miami. So the 12-13 Miami Heat take the 15-point lead over the 99-00 Toronto Raptors. All right, so it is now 52-37 here in South Florida, and we're going to, in fact, knock a 3 down for the Miami Heat, and it's now 55-37. And Muggsy Boggs, he is, in fact, going to try to spin it around, and then Charles Oakley gets it in, so it's now 55-39. Passing it to LeBron James, and that is going to be 57-39. So Vince Carter only has 9 points. LeBron has 32. I am expecting him to see maybe 70 points by the end of the game. I mean, that could be possible because he is very talented and he's very agile on the court. So now LeBron James, he's going to actually get this 3. And it's now 60-41. And Muggsy Boggs has possession of it. And he's going to pass over to Vince Carter. And Vince Carter gets that 3 in. And 7 more threes than the 99-00 Raptors today for the Miami Heat. So now it's 62-44. And Muggsy Boggs loses the basketball. Bosch is going to pick it up. And LeBron James just does a Miami splash in the paint. So he does get the assist, Bosch. So now it is 64-44. And LeBron James just makes a steal. And I want to try to get a 3, which I should be able to in this one. Yes, I do, in fact, do so. It is now 67. Next 3 we're going to get will be 70 points, and we take a timeout. All right, so it is now 78-52, and I'm going to pass it all around. Use some LeBron James. 37 seconds left here in the third quarter, and now we're up by 29 significant points. And I wonder if LeBron James had gotten at least 50 or 60 points by right now, but he had 65 last episode. And it's a rarity to see players score over 70 points. I mean, Kobe Bryant did back in January of 2006 with 81 points, but that was 17 years ago. This is 2023 we're talking about here right now, present day. And now LeBron James gets another 3. I wonder how many threes this guy had gotten throughout this game. I mean, this guy, he's one heck of an NBA superstar, no cap. But buzzer beater Vince Carter, so it's now 87-58 here at American Airlines Arena. So the Heat are up by 29, and they are looking red hot at home. All right, so it is now fourth quarter here in Miami, Florida, and there appears to be a foul, and it's a reach. And I honestly thought it would have been like a backcourt violation because I didn't see his foot trying to step onto the line there. And it goes out of bounds. We do make a decent block there, and it is Heat possession. So now I'm going to use LeBron James. He has 51 points as of right now. And James, he's going to fire up three, and it's now 90-58. So he's going to make a steal, and LeBron James is going to actually get it in for 2 points. So he's been the key player to this playoff game. So he's been an important factor within the last 2 episodes. I mean, 6 steals, 23 points off of turnovers. That's something to achieve there. I'd have to say he has to be one of the best players in Miami Heat history. I mean, with Bill Russell's number 6 being retired everywhere, LeBron James's number 6 with the Heat will be as well. So now we're going to make the steal with LeBron James, and he just makes that dunk happen, and the Raptors are going to take a timeout. All right, so we are back from the break, and we are on the court. So now Ray Allen is going to pass it over to LeBron James, and I'm thinking he's going to step back. Nope, he actually gets it in from 2. 68 points, but he's definitely going to get at least 70 or more points, like I had said earlier in this episode. And it's just a major achievement by a guy this talented. And he's done a lot. I mean, he's been playing pro basketball since he got out of high school in Akron. So looks like LeBron James, he's going to knock down a 3. And he has now, I think, 71 points. So that's a good statistical number. And now there's a foul. Udonis Haslem has the shooting foul, and he's going to go to the free throw line. Antoine Williams. But I was kind of close. But now Ray Allen on the court, he's going to get this one in for 3. And it's now 110-71. So 90 seconds are left in this game. And there's no doubt in my mind that that the Raptors are going to come back and win it. There's no way that they are. But now Ray Allen, he's going to knock down a 3. It's now 113-73. And Williams, he's going to pass it over. Johnson gets it in. And I'm going to pass it over. Use some Ray Allen. It's now 113-75. And they scored 88 last episode, Toronto, but they're scoring less. They are scoring less because they have been taking fouls more and such. So now I'm going to pass over to Ray Allen. And Ray Allen, he's going to get this one in. It's now 116-77. And they're going to pass it to Curry and then over to Williams. And they're going to pass it over to Del Curry. And Del Curry gets that 3. And I'm just going to use some Ray Allen until the game's over. So he's going to knock down that 3. It's now 119-80. 22 seconds are left. Del Curry gets it in. So it is now 119-82. And Ray Allen, he's going to get a 3. And It is now 122-82. So they're just going to dribble it out till the game's over. And I think this is going to be it. This is going to be it right here. Miami will win, and they will take the 2-0 lead series. So that's going to be somewhat exciting and interesting for the Heat. And what a game it has been for the 2012-13 Miami Heat. 122-82 is the final. So we will go over the numbers right now. LeBron James, 71 points, 1 assist, 3 steals on the day, 15 3-pointers made, and 3 dunks. So that means 45 points off of 3. So that was majority of his point sake. Ray Allen, 24 points, 1 assist, 1 steal. He had 8 for 10 from behind the arc, but all of his points were basically threes as well. He did not take any 2-pointers by chance. Dwayne Wade, he did have 16 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 dunk on the day. Shane Battier, 9 points, 1 rebound on the day. Udonis Haslem, 2 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Vince Carter, 22 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block on the day. Dale Curry, 13 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 dunk on the day. Alvin Williams, he had 11 points in all. Antonio Davis, 10 points. Joe Johnson, 8 points. And Tracy McGrady with 6 points. So this ends it here in Miami, Florida. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next episode.